The silica ribs of the valley are aching, waiting for the grave to fracture and spill. Thermal ghosts dancing on the horizon line, static electricity climbing the hill. We are the drought in a state of grace, tracing the geometry of empty space. A tectonic murmur, a heavy sky tremble where the ghosts of the water begin to assemble. Lower the frequency, open the sky, let the first drop hit the eye of the drive. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the geosmin, let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent of the thunder, the beat of the rain, washing the fever from the dry terrain. Petrichor pulse, let it run through your veins. Myrrh and ozone colliding in the air, liquid diamonds caught in your hair. The ground is a drum skin, taut and divine, drinking the nectar of a dark design. No more silence, only the flow, where the roots and the voltage grow. An ionic exchange in a velvet blur. Everything is exactly the way we were. Lower the frequency, open the sky, let the first drop hit the eye of the drive. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the geosmin, let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent of the thunder, beat of the rain, washing the fever from the dry terrain. Petrichor pulse, let it run through your veins. Now the air turns silver, the clouds convene, pouring their archive over everything seen. Each drop a signal, each splash a spark, riding a soft resurrection in the dark. From cracked riverbeds to the sleeping streets, the whole world listening to the rain's heartbeat. And every stone that the storm touches remembers the fire, then forgets it and hushes. Lower the frequency, open the sky, let the first drop hit the eye of the drive. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through it run through your veins. Listen, the thunder, the beat of the rain. Petrichor pulse. Run, run through your veins. Let the water breathe. Let the earth wake up. Petrichor pulse. Run through your veins. Let it linger. Let it rise. Petrichor pulse. Under open skies. Amber light bleeding through the screen door. The rhythmic choke of iron on the lawn. A staccato ghost, a mechanical pulse. Before the marigold summer was gone, we chased the arcs of calcified water, shattering sunlight into liquid lace. 94 was a copper-flavored dream, painted across your sun-drenched face. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Vertebrae of the garden hose tangled in deep secrets that the Bermuda grass used to keep. Oxidized metal singing to the heat, a metallic heartbeat beneath our feet. The sky was a canvas, a bruised violet, waiting for the stars to place their bet. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Click, click, the sound of a fading frame. Water in the garden, I forgot its name. The rust is just time trying to hold on to the echo of us before we were gone. Late July leaning over the chain link fence. The afternoon was all heat and suspense. We laughed in the mist where the crabgrass grew, drenched in the glow of a chlorine hue. One more spin and the yard would sing with the static buzz of a dying spring. Every drip was a memory set free, falling in slow motion back to me. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, sparklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the human magic go? 94, just a rhythmic ghost in the humid haze. 94, the water turns to dust in the orange glow. Liquid crystal. Victory's tide. Silicone veins in the saltwater bloom, tracing the fractals of afternoon gloom. We breathe in the silica, we exhale the light, suspended in basins of liquidized white. Don't blink or the clarity breaks, under the weight of the pressure it takes, to hold back the shimmer, to stay in the flow, where the deep and the vitreous go. Vitreous tides, pulling the glass, watching the hours and the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, refracting the ghost of who you used to be. Tungsten reflections on a surface of chrome, finding a path back to a chemical home. We drift through the lens of a sapphire eye, where the salt meets the silk of a velvet sky. Don't blink or the clarity breaks, under the weight of the pressure it takes, to hold back the shimmer, to stay in the flow, where the deep and the vitreous go. Vitreous tides, pulling the glass, watching the hours and the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, refracting the ghost of who you used to be. Break the surface, feel the shards, translucent gravity, heavy and hard. This is where the ocean and the Arctic begin. Vitreous tides, pulling the glass, watching the hours and the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, refracting the ghost of who you used to be. Liquid crystal. Vitreous tides, fade to white. The carburetor breathes in the mist, a silver fever in the piston's fist. I was chasing the heat of a desert road, but the tide came heavy for the debt I owed. Now the mercury is climbing the glass, watching the ghost of the highway pass. The asphalt dissolves into sapphire sand. I'm losing the grip And every mile that I tried to run, let the ocean take the wheel, let the iron learn to feel. Now the lighthouse blinks through the spray and smoke, like a final match for the vows I broke. Every bolt in the body starts to pray as the shoreline steals the road away. I used to run on fire and pride, now I drift where the undertow decides. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank, the shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue, nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline, the purest wreck I've ever seen. Salt water in my gasoline, I'm singing with the undertow in me. Crystalline sabotage, drifting through the mirage. Blue in the valves, blue in the veins, nothing remains. You draft the blueprints in the dark, a geometric spark of oxygen and bone. The way your throat creates a part of hollowed spaces where the wind is prone to wander through the corridors of gray before the daylight sweeps the plans away. Asymmetric lines of heavy air, a scaffolding of ghosts and quiet prayer. I'm living in the architecture of your size, under the marble arches where the spirit lies. Every exhale builds a cathedral of the sea, a temporary temple meant for me. The symmetry of breath, the geometry of blue. I'm lost inside the masonry of you. The pillars lean against the night, translucent rafters catching all the salt of physics built on fading light, where every whisper is a vaulted fault. You build the ceiling just to watch it fall, then trace the shadow on the bedroom wall. Asymmetric lines of heavy air, I'm living in the architecture of your sighs. Under the marble arches where the spirit lies. Every exhale builds a cathedral of the sea, a temporary temple meant for me. The symmetry of breath, the geometry of blue. I'm lost inside the masonry of you. Limestone breath, falling slow in the architecture where the currents go. Just a sigh, just a sigh, just a sigh. Just a sigh. Amber light bleeding through the screen door, the rhythmic choke of iron on the lawn. A staccato ghost, a mechanical pulse before the marigold summer was gone. We chased the arcs of calcified water, shattering sunlight into liquid lace. 94 was a copper-flavored dream painted across your sun-drenched face. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Vertebrae of the garden hose, tangled and deep, secrets that the Bermuda grass used to keep. Oxidized metal singing to the heat, a metallic heartbeat beneath our feet. The sky was a canvas of bruised violet, waiting for the stars to place their bet. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Click, click, the sound of a fading frame. Water in a garden that forgot its name. The rust is just time trying to hold on to the echo of us before we were gone. Late July, leaning over the chain link fence. The afternoon was all heat and suspense. We laughed in the mist where the crabgrass grew, drenched in the glow watching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in the story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic kinda slow. Where did the humid magic go? Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Where did the humid magic go? '94, just a rhythmic ghost in the humid haze. '94, the water turns to dust in the orange glow. The carburetor breeze in the mist, the silver fever in the pistons' fist. I was chasing the heat of a desert road, but the tide came heavy for the debt I owed. Now the mercury is climbing the glass, watching the ghost of the highway pass. The asphalt dissolves into sapphire sand. I'm losing the grip of the steady land. My cylinders hum with a hollow sound, where the anchor is lost and the pulse is found. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever seen. The engine coughs a chorus of brine, tracing the salt on the finish line. The gears are locked in the cold cage, riding adrift on a vacant page. Slow motion sparks in a velvet room. The reef is calling for the engine's bloom. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever seen. Rust is just the color of a setting sun, forgiving every mile that I tried to run. Let the ocean take the wheel, let the iron learn to feel. Now the lighthouse blinks through the spray and smoke, like a final match for the vows I broke. Every bolt in the body starts to pray as the shoreline steals the road away. I used to run on fire and pride, now I drift where the undertow desire. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank, the shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal stain in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline, the purest wreck I've ever seen. Salt water in my gasoline, I'm singing with the undertow in me. Crystalline sabotage, drifting through the mirage. Blue in the vows, blue in the veins, nothing remains. Liquid crystal. Victory is tired. Silicone veins in the saltwater bloom, tracing the fractals of afternoon gloom. We breathe in the silica, we exhale the light, suspended in basins of liquidized white. Don't blink or the clarity breaks, under the weight of the pressure it takes, to hold back the shimmer, to stay in the flow, where the deep and the vitreous go. Vitreous tides pulling the glass, watching the hours in the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, refracting the ghost of who you used to be. Tungsten reflections on a surface of chrome, finding a path back to a chemical home. hush of midnight that never ends. The horizon bleeds a liquid violet, drowning the echoes of the rush. We slide into the obsidian quiet as the daylight turns to dust. Geometric patterns in the air, static humming through the brine. Leave the weight of what we wear at the border of the line. Every shimmer draws us farther in, where the deep begins to bend, and the world we knew grows thin. At the edge of it again, suspended in the ink, closer than we think. The gravity is folding into the dark we are holding, and every breath goes slow as the undertow lets go. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the frame until we forget our name. Onyx velvet canopy, diving through the density pulse of the night, rhythmic and deep. Secrets that the shadows keep us drifting, keep us whole beneath the velvet oversoul. Bioluminescent trails behind us, salt maps written on the skin. The constellations fail to find us in the places we begin. It is a fabric woven from the stars, thick enough to hide the scars. Tidal waves of heavy lace drifting through a soundless space. Every color turns to ember, every boundary comes undone. We dissolve and still remember how to follow where we ended in the ink, closer than we think. The gravity is folding into the dark we are holding, and every breath goes slow as the undertow lets go. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the frame until we forget our name. Onyx velvet canopy, diving through the density pulse of the night, rhythmic and deep. Secrets that the shadows keep us drifting, keep us whole beneath the velvet oversoul. Unspool the thread of everything said into the black. There is no looking back, just the texture of the void where the light is destroyed. And if we fall, we fall as one, till even time itself is gone. Hold me where the darkness breathes, in the shape of what it leaves. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the fray until we forget our name. Onyx velvet canopy, diving through the density pulse of the night. You draft the blueprints in the dark, a geometric spark of oxygen and bone. The way you throw creates a part of hollowed spaces where the wind is prone to wander through the corridors of gray before the daylight sweeps the plans away. Asymmetric lines of heavy air, a scaffolding of ghosts and quiet prayer. I'm living in the architecture of your sighs, under the marble arches where the spirit lies. Every exhale builds a cathedral of the sea, a temporary temple meant for me. The symmetry of breath, the geometry of blue. I'm lost inside the masonry of you. The pillars lean against the night, translucent rafters catching all the salt of physics built on fading light, where every whisper is a vaulted fault. You build the ceiling just to watch it fall, then trace the shadow on the bedroom wall. Asymmetric lines of heavy air, a scaffolding of ghosts and quiet prayer. I'm living in the architecture of your sighs, under the marble arches where the spirit lies. Every exhale builds a cathedral of the sea, a temporary temple meant for me. The there's a hush. The ceiling descends, a hush of midnight that never ends. The horizon bleeds a liquid violet, drowning the echoes of the rush. We slide into the obsidian quiet as the daylight turns to dust. Geometric patterns in the air, static humming through the brine. Leave the weight of what we wear at the border of the line. Every shimmer draws us farther in, where the deep begins to bend, and the world we knew grows thin. At the edge of it again, suspended in the ink, closer than we think. The gravity is folding into the dark we are holding, and every breath goes slow as the undertow lets go. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the frame, until we forget our name. Onyx velvet canopy, diving through the density, pulse of the night, rhythmic and deep. Secrets that the shadows keep us drifting, keep us whole beneath the velvet oversoul. Bioluminescent trails behind us, salt maps written on the skin. The constellations fail to find us in the places we begin. It is a fabric woven from the stars, thick enough to hide the scars. Tidal waves of heavy lace drifting through a soundless space. Every color turns to ember, every boundary comes undone. We dissolve and still remember how to follow where we run. In the ink, closer than we think. The gravity is folding into the dark we are holding, and every breath goes slow as the undertow lets go. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the frame, until we forget our name. Onyx velvet canopy, diving through the density, pulse of the night, rhythmic and deep. Secrets that the shadows keep us drifting, keep us whole beneath the velvet oversoul. Unspool the thread of everything said into the black. There is no looking back, just the texture of the void where the light is destroyed. And if we fall as one, till even time itself is gone. Hold me where the darkness breathes, in the shape of what it leaves. Onyx velvet canopy, breathless in the symmetry. Let the indigo consume the frame, until we forget our velvet in the onyx. Fade to nothing, fade to one. In the silence, we are weightless underneath the setting sun. A soft click in the dark, a slow exposure of the heart. 7-night tray bleeding through the white. A chemical ghost waking in the light. We were overexposed, burning at the seams, drowning in the grain of yesterday's dreams. The aperture yawned, swallowing the tide, where the salt and the indigo secrets hide. Hands on the glass as the hours drifted slow, watching every tiny fraction start to glow. The paper held a thunder we could never say. A little piece of summer turned to ash and gray. Slow burn, chemical bloom, filling up the hollow of this velvet room. Wait for the edges to find their frame before the sun forgets your name. Hold your breath as the shadows fall. Hear the silence, answer the call. Lost in a vintage Polaroid haze, tracing the smoke of the golden days. Blurred horizons, rhythm in the slow, caught in the flicker, nowhere to go. Just a vintage Polaroid haze, spinning in the afterglow. Every color moving slow. Just a vintage Polaroid haze. Sepia stains on the digital soul, trying to make the fractured pieces whole. The shutter snapped, but the ghost stayed behind. A static melody trapped in the mind. Cyanide whispers, magenta sighs. The pixels are drifting like fireflies. We fed the night to a trembling screen, hoping the blur could keep us clean. But every line that the memory draws still carries the fingerprint of loss. Slow burn, chemical bloom, filling up the hollow of this velvet room. Wait for the edges to find their frame before the sun forgets your name. Hold your breath as the shadows fall. Hear the silence, answer the call. Lost in a vintage Polaroid haze, tracing the smoke of the golden days. Blurred horizons, rhythm in the slow, caught in the flicker, nowhere to go. Just a vintage Polaroid haze, spinning in the afterglow. Every color moving slow. Just a vintage Polaroid haze. Ooh, in the fading light. We were made tonight. Light leaks through the cracks of the lens.